Hey everybody, welcome to Dinner and a Tip. Today we are going to go ahead and make a chicken, pineapple, bacon kebabs, and then we're actually going to add a little of the coconut rice. So for the marinade, I'm going to start with just a cup of barbecue sauce. This is about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. We got about a 1/3 cup of sweet Thai chili sauce. We're going to do a 1/3 cup of soy sauce. And if you don't have all of these ingredients, as long as you get a few of them in there, that'll be fine. I just like to add a little extra flavor when I can. So, and then Worcestershire sauce. Still can't say, but that's all right. My cameraman's laughing at me. This is about 2 tablespoons of that. We're just going to do probably a couple tablespoons of honey. About ish. And then we're just going to do a little bit of minced garlic. You could certainly do fresh garlic in this if you would like. So this marinade, I'm just going to do about an hour or two ahead of time. So I'm actually doing it this afternoon, and then I'm going to run do some errands with the kids, and then I'm going to be back to finish getting all of this cooked up. So I would say it's probably okay to do in the morning. I'd say it's okay to do in the morning, but I probably wouldn't do this as an overnight marinade. So we're going to go ahead, let this sit for a couple hours in the fridge, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do all of our cooking. See you soon. Hey everybody, welcome back. So our chicken's been marinating, and now we're going to actually work on this coconut rice. So this is 2 cups of jasmine rice. The big thing you want to do is take a strainer and get all so it's not cloudy anymore. And then we're going to do 1.5 cups of water. This is about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. You can actually do white sugar, but I actually kind of want this rice to be a little sweeter. And a little bit of salt. This is probably about 2 tablespoons of coconut. And that is actually optional if you want to do that. So when you get the coconut milk, it's going to have this kind of film on it. You can see that. The milk's actually underneath that. So what you want to do is push that down. And you're going to want to give that a good stir before you put that in the rice. So get that all mixed up. And so this is going to be a cup of the milk that we're doing. So this rice takes about 20 minutes cook time, and then it's about another covered, and then another 10 minutes uncovered. So we're going to go ahead and get this stirred up really good. And then we're going to start working on our chicken skewers because those don't take as much cook time. So I am going to keep this on high while this is cooking. I've actually done this in the Instant Pot too, but we're going to just try everything on the grill today. So next we're going to do is our chicken skewers. So this is the chicken we marinated earlier. This is a nice thick cut bacon. You don't want the thin bacon for this. And then just some pineapple. So these are the chicken thighs. I just think they cook better than the chicken breast, but you can certainly do whatever is your first preference. So go ahead, hit that. Do some bacon. If you don't like bacon, don't like pineapple, you just want to do the chicken, the marinade is really good. So go ahead and then just alternate between the two. You can also do this with beef if you would like. This is the only time I find pineapple cooked acceptable. On pizza, I know there's people out there that love it. I just can't do it for some reason. So one more thing of bacon. And we'll just top this off with some chicken. So I'm going to go ahead, to keep this from sticking, I'm going to go ahead and throw down, my oil preference is avocado oil, but you can use whatever you want. You just want to have it full contact on that grill. And then I'm going to go ahead and skewer the rest of these up. Here we go. Oops, pineapple down. So for this, actually, you can cook your stuff on uncovered. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and cover mine today. I think it cooks a little bit faster once I get these all skewered up. And then I'm going to show you a trick if you decide if your grill cooks a little too fast. I usually use a cooking, like a, why do I keep wanting to call it a cookie dryer? It's not a cookie dryer. It's a cooling rack, actually. And that way your meat can still keep cooking and you don't have to worry about burning anything. Alright. So get this almost all the way on here. And then with the rest of this pineapple, I'm going to kind of wait till the end, and then I'm just going to cook this pineapple separate. I've tried that coconut rice that we're working on over here, and I would actually use that just as like a nice light snack of pineapple and rice. So go ahead and give these a quick turn. So you can already see that colorization. The chicken is coming along pretty good here. You want to get all of that turned. So if you're not like me and you haven't committed to the big fancy stuff yet, the covers, that's a turkey baster cover we're going to do. And since we have a little leftover chicken that's not in the kebab, we're going to throw a little oil down, and then I can have this kind of for a leftover snack. Grab the cover for this. Just going to slide our rice down. Give that just a quick stir to make sure that's coming along good. So this chicken cooks quick, so you want to kind of keep checking it. So I'm going to give it one more turn. You want to make sure that this chicken is making contact with the grill here so it gets cooked all the way. And then I'm just going to take a little extra of this marinade that I have and just pour it on there just a little bit. And we're going to come over here and check our leftover chicken. This would be great if you actually wanted to do this as kind of a one dinner, and then if you had a bunch of extra chicken, you could certainly come back and actually do it kind of as a meal prep for the week, where you can just take the chicken and the rice together later on. So we're going to let this cook for a few minutes, and then we're going to come back and I'll show you our next steps. Alright, so we're back, and this chicken is just about done, but our rice isn't. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take and transfer this chicken onto this cooling rack. So it's going to stay warm, and it's got probably a couple more minutes left of cooking. So I want to just transfer it onto this cooling rack, and I'll slide this over. And that way you can keep your food if it's not everything's going. Normally what I would have probably done is started that rice a little sooner. So with this brown sugar and this marinade, you can see you kind of get this black stuff. You don't want that sticking to your food, and that's why I'm actually going to put it on that cooling rack. But you can see, you can just go ahead and slide that down into the tray. And it's easier to clean this up when it's actually hot. So drop that down in there. And slide this tray over here because we want to have this stuff keep cooking a little bit. So I'm going to actually turn it down to low so I can make sure that it stays hot. And we're not going to overcook it. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick this rack over here again. Getting a nice bubble on the rice, so that's not going to take too much longer. But we're going to go ahead, let this finish cooking, and then I will be back to show you how to plate this and how to finish off this rice. Alright, so our rice is done. So I just have like a little metal thing to kind of raise it up. I'm just going to cook a little bit of this leftover pineapple real quick. I'm just going to hit that with a little bit of butter. As you can see, our chicken has turned out amazing. Just all the good color and textures on that. So with this pineapple, this is just a quick cook-off. Like I said, I think I would just eat this rice and eat this pineapple just as like kind of a special treat. So if you're you're like me and you like to have people over and try to make things look a little fancier than they are, so this plate here is $2, $3 at Walmart. So I'm just gonna put just a little bit of rice, just like that. And the nice thing is these plates look really fancy for not a lot of money. I'm gonna just go ahead and put that on here. Just gonna hit this with just a little bit of lime juice, a little bit of cilantro. Cilantro is optional because I know some people are really weird about their cilantro. So, kind of got a piece of bacon that fell off here. Take a little piece of pineapple. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try. Obviously too big of a bite today, but it is an amazing bite. You've got the bacon, you've got the chicken, the cooked pineapple, little hint of the coconut in the rice, but not overpowering. Go ahead and hit subscribe and see what we got coming up later on this week. Hey everybody, welcome to Dinner and a Tip. Today we are going to go ahead and make a chicken, pineapple, bacon kabobs, and then we're actually going to add a little of the coconut rice. So for the marinade, I'm going to start with just a cup of barbecue sauce. This is about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. We got about a 1/3 cup of sweet Thai chili sauce. We're going to do a 1/3 cup of soy sauce. And if you don't have all of these ingredients, as long as you get a few of them in there, that'll be fine. I just like to add a little extra flavor when I can. So, and then Worcestershire sauce. Still can't say it, but that's all right. My cameraman's laughing at me. This is about 2 tablespoons of that. We're just going to do probably a couple tablespoons of honey. Looks about ish. And then we're just going to do a little bit of minced garlic. You could certainly do fresh garlic in this if you would like. So this marinade, I'm just going to do about an hour or 2 ahead of time. So I'm actually doing it this afternoon, and then I'm going to run do some errands with the kids, and then I'm going to be back to finish getting all of this cooked up. So I would say it's probably okay to do in the morning. I'd say it's okay to do in the morning, but I probably wouldn't do this as an overnight marinade. So we're going to go ahead, let this sit for a couple hours in the fridge, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do all of our cooking. See you soon.